I have this cosmic energy of pre-plasma, pre-light and sound coming through the Elohim of hearing. So we have these spheres of energy, this cosmic energy, this universal energy coming through the Elohim of hearing. And then he said he'll bring that frequency of the music of the spheres into me. And then I exhaled. And at the same time that this formula was given to me, I was also studying the God language from Kalantic science. And so what I decided to do was to take some God language and combine that with what these Elohim angels were telling me, because I saw a similarity there in the teaching. And so I began with a simple phrase that I used in the God, learned from the God language, Uma Un, Uma Un, Uma Una, Uma Un, meaning the illuminated one come forth. So I wanted to begin with just one little God idea and start practicing with this music of the spheres. And I was no great singer at the time, and I usually sang off key because I was a piano player, and I never really saw how my voice resonated with the piano. I always felt like the tones of the piano and the tones in my consciousness never related. So I always liked to sing a cappella because instruments always kind of pulled me off balance of my true consciousness. So I always liked to sing a cappella, and I was always trying to learn to sing in perfect pitch. And the first thing that I learned from these cosmic spheres, when I used this formula, I started singing in perfect pitch. And not only did I start singing in perfect pitch, I started singing through the consciousness of the universal music of the spheres, the cosmic music of the spheres. So I was exhaling this music that was created in the mind of God, these music of the spheres that were transposing this energy into this density. So I was actually singing cosmic energy, the highest frequency of source, but singing it through this density. So I was bringing all of the harp strings of the harpsichord, or of all of the harp strings of the mind of God. I was bringing that through my consciousness, through my DNA harp strings. I was transforming my DNA by doing this. So this is what happened when I do this. I'm going to do this demonstration. So here is what Uma Un, Uma Un, Uma 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 Un sounds like in God language. That is the God language, but it hasn't had the frequencies of the God, the cosmic consciousness placed in it now. So now I am in consciousness. I am holding the spheres. I'm going to go through in consciousness what I did. So that's what it sounded like after I connected to my consciousness, to when I connected all of the harp strings of my consciousness up through the Elohim of hearing, up to the mind of God, through these three spheres. So it transformed my consciousness. And they said what it will do, it will transform your voice. Because now your voice is not singing in tune with the piano. Your voice is singing in tune with the music of the spheres.